Hey, how's it going, everybody? Back for yet another update. I know 3 or 4 updates within a month is it's unusual for me, but as I've mentioned in my last videos, wild mushrooms are out in Illinois right now, and I've been finding a lot of them, and I've been basically trading them for records. So, uh, yeah, I got a handful of records, and I picked up a few yesterday or the day before at a thrift store. So. It's Sunday, so I'm down in the lounge enjoying a beer. This is the Trooper, the Iron Maiden Trooper, premium British beer by the Robinson Brewery. It's not bad. I paid 5 something for the bottle. So you're more or less paying for the logo. The beer is good. I mean, don't get me wrong, the beer is pretty good, but uh, I wouldn't pay 5 something, 5 and some odd change for another bottle of it. So. So, like I said, I found some more mushrooms. Mushrooms are only out for about a month, month and a half, 2 months if you're lucky, depending on the weather. So I found some more mushrooms, and got some more records. So, um, beer makes daddy strong. This was a cute little gift given to me by a coworker for my birthday. This is actually kind of a cool book, so just remember that beer makes daddy strong. So. At the thrift store the other day, I found this Clapton's autobiography. There he is. Found this for $0.25. I'm still reading the history of jazz. I'm about halfway through that book, which is an amazing book. But I can't wait to when I finish that. I'm going to start this one. I've always been a fan of Cream, Blind Faith, Derek and the Dominoes, Clapton solo albums. I've always enjoyed listening to Eric Clapton, so I can't wait to read his autobiography. I know he battled alcoholism and drug addiction and the loss of a child, so it should be a good read. Clapton, the autobiography, 25 cents. So, yeah, alright, so I found a handful of records at the thrift store. I think they're all 50 cents a piece, and of course, the Antique Mall records were in a trade for wild mushrooms, which seems odd to a lot of people, but it's Illinois. So, first one I found, Cool in the Gang, Something Special. I have no Cool in the Gang records in my collection, so I really don't know what to expect. I was looking at the back, and they got bass, drums, guitar, saxophone, trumpet, trombone. So this may be a bit more disco-y or more on the disco side because it's 1980, 81. So now 50 cents. I thought I'd give it a shot. Why not? It's on D-Light Records. So Cool again. Something special. And I found Spyro Gyra. This is Morning Dance by Spyro Gyra. This is a promotional copy. I have one cassette by Spyro Gyra. I'm not too familiar with them. I listen to them. I know they're more jazzy, more kind of like light jazz, kind of jazz pop a little bit, but wow. 50 cents, I thought I'd give it a shot. This was released in 79, so Spyro Gyra Morning Dance, and this is in great shape on the MCA Coral label. So I'll give it a shot. And then I also found Spyro Gyra Alternating Currents. This also is 50 cents at the thrift store. This is on the MCA label. This was later, 1985, Spyro Gyra. So, like I said, I know they're kind of poppier jazz, but I'll give it a listen. I still got to clean these, but I'll give it a listen and see what I think. So, found this Zap 3, still in the shrink wrap. but this record was in great condition on the Warner Brothers label. I have their first album, and it's good, kind of funk, R&B. It's good. I enjoy their first album, so this is their third album from 1983. So Zap 3, and they got, you know, horn section, and the songs on the album were 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 5 minutes. So I thought they'd be good arrangements. So Zap 3. Their first album's great. I love their first album. Found this one. This is Prince. It's pretty cool. This is from 1979. So this is also on the Warner Brothers label. Early Prince's second or third album. I want to say it's the second album. But I have 2 or 3 other Prince records in my collection. I love him. And when I saw him perform, he performed at the Super Bowl halftime show a couple years ago, and he had the double neck guitar. I believe it was there, yeah. But he was shredding it. He was tearing it up. I had no idea how good of a musician he was. Therefore, when I started finding Prince records, I'd buy them. I enjoy them, so this should be a good listen. Prince. Once again, from 1979, so earlier period Prince. And that was it for the thrift store finds. Just a few, along with the book, a few finds. So, the Antique Mall. Sticking with Kool and the Gang, Greatest Hits. This came from 1975. And this is also on D-Lite Records, 1975. So, I'm guessing this is earlier period. Kool and the Gang. More funky, I'm guessing. More funky, less disco-y. I listened to the samples on that other album. They seemed kind of had too much of a disco sound to it for my liking, but I'll give this a shot. Kool and the Gang Greatest Hits from 1975. Funky stuff, more funky stuff. Soul Vibrations, Jungle Boogie. It's gotta be a good listen. So, Kool and the Gang Greatest Hits. Another Blue Note reissue. Thad Jones or Tad Jones and Mel Lewis. I have a couple other albums with Mel Lewis on drums, and this features, this is on the Blue Note reissue series. I picked up one last week of Dexter Gordon, and I really enjoyed it, so I figured I'd give this a shot, see how it sounds. I'm not too familiar with the names on the back of this album, but it's a Blue Note. I know Mel Lewis, so this should be a good listen. Another from the Blue Note. This is the Blue Note reissue series. Booker Irvin, Back from the Gig. Features Booker Irvin, Horace Parlan, Billy Higgins on drums, Woody Shaw on trumpet. I absolutely love Woody Shaw. And when I saw his name on the back of this album, I said, I'll pick it up. I have 2 or 3 Woody Shaw albums. I absolutely love Woody Shaw. So, I can't say that I'm sure that I've heard Booker Irvin before. He could be on another album that I've heard. I just didn't recognize the name, but this is the Blue Note reissue series once again. And when I saw Billy Higgins, I recognized that name, but with Woody Shaw on trumpet, Billy Higgins on drums, This should be good listening. So back from the gig, Booker. I picked this one up as well. This is Santana. This is Carlos Santana. Oneness. Silver Dreams, Golden Reality by Carlos Santana. I haven't listened to this yet either. I did listen to the my last video, their video prior to that. I had found a Santana and Alice Coltrane record, which I did listen to. It wasn't bad. I read a lot of reviews about the album, and a lot of the reviewers said it was more spacey and kind of out there, which I understand. I really enjoyed it, though. It was a great album, so I picked this up. This is from 79. Yeah, 1979. So, I don't know, Perry Prince is on drums. Let's see. Or maybe not. Graham Lear on drums, timbales, Greg Walker, Armando Peraza on percussion, Narada Michael Walden actually appears on piano and organ, so I must have been looking at something else, but yeah, I'm excited to give this a spin. I love Santana. His first few albums with Santana were amazing, so this should be a good listen. So once again, Santana, Oneness, Silver Dreams, Golden Reality. This was kind of a cool little find. Kenny Burrell, Have Yourself a Soulful Little Christmas. Kenny Burrell, amazing guitar player. I have a few albums featuring him on guitar, and he's a great guitar player. And this is on the Cadet label. And this is actually printed in Italy. This is an Italian issue of this album, so that's pretty cool. Kenny Burrell, and he's singing, or he doesn't sing. He plays songs. Little Drummer Boy, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, White Christmas, Silent Night, 12 Days of Christmas. So Kenny Burrell playing guitar, amazing guitar player. I feel, like I said, I had a few other albums featuring Kenny Burrell on guitar. One with Grover Washington, and I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head, but I enjoy them, and this should be a good. Listen. Kenny Burrell, Have Yourself a Soulful Little Christmas. And the last record I found, I was actually really happy to find this. Jeff Beck Flash. Not his greatest album. This was in the later 80s, 1985. Jeff Beck Flash. But I had this on CD. I was always a huge Jeff Beck fan when I was younger. Something about the way he played guitar and his guitar work it blew my mind and just astonished me. So I accumulated a lot of Jeff Beck in my collection, and now I have this on vinyl, Jeff Beck Flash, and this is the last album I needed. It completes my discography up until this. I have this, and Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop is the last album I have from Jeff Beck on vinyl, so I was happy to find it. It's 85. I know Rod Stewart appears on one of the songs doing vocals. Jimmy Hall. So I don't know. I was just happy to find this on vinyl. It's not a bad album. I mean, everything Jeff Beck has done, I've enjoyed. Well, not all of it, but most of it. So finding this on vinyl is awesome. Jeff Beck's Guitar Shop is the other record I have, which was '88 or '89 it came out, and I love his earlier work more so than his later work, but still he's an amazing guitar player and he knows how to produce great music. So, Flash by Jeff Beck. So that's it, everybody. Once again, found some mushrooms, traded them for records, and found a few records at the thrift store. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. As always, comments and feedback and messages are always appreciated. Um, yeah, hope everyone's having a great weekend. It's Columbus Day weekend, so hope everyone enjoys their weekend, stays safe and warm, and yeah, as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.